Hey, what's up, gang? Kawaii50 here with another FGO video. I wanted to wait until all of these came out to talk about them. I didn't just want to talk about the stuff piecemeal. So that is why you are seeing this video right now. Now, what is this video about? If you are uninitiated into what's going on JP, well, I am glad you asked in a hypothetical sense. Anyways, Fate Grand Order JP is doing a revamp into Arc 1. Since we're winding down onto Lost Belts, it seems like it was about time to go in and make things a little easier for new players. Something I've been pretty much begging the JP team to do for a very, very long time. So I just wanted to go over like the 4 little things that they did and just, you know, see if they could have done better, see if it's something that we've sorely needed, and talk about potential plans for the future. So hopefully this video helps you out, and if it does, be sure to go ahead, like, and subscribe. And if you're wondering about when these are coming out on NA, assume at least a 2-year window, but we could get them sooner. Who really knows? So the first improvement they did was to the tutorial summon, and the tutorial summon now has a higher chance to get servants, and now a 4-star servant and 4-star CE are absolutely guaranteed from the tutorial summon. We've got, of course, Siegfried, Suzuka Gosen, Atalanta, Emiya. We've got Elizabeth Bathory, Parvati, Marie, Martha, Helena, Nursery Rhyme, Carmilla, the unfortunate Stheno, Tamamo Cat, and of course, Big Giga Chad Heracles. And on top of that, we got a improvement to support. The enemy's class is extra. They're going to recommend Berserker first, so you don't sometimes get a disadvantage support. And if the enemy's class is Foreigner, other extra class supports are going to be recommended. Now, as far as the tutorial summon goes, I am very glad that they did this improvement, because let's be real, a lot of people were re-rolling when they started this game. However, I still kind of feel like this is a little behind the times for improvements we could have gotten. I mean, why not just give everybody a 5-star? Like other gacha games can do that. You can give someone a guaranteed 5-star. Why not chuck a guaranteed reroll function into your game where players can start with the box that they want? They want to make an account where they start with Suzuka Gosen? Go ahead, let it possible. They should have done this, but with 5 stars. Let people start with a Vlad, let people start with a Waiver. It's not really going to hurt the balance of the game that much. So this is definitely a step in the right direction. However, I would like to see this improved and expanded upon in the future. The next revamp FGO received was to party costs. As you can see, party costs have been readjusted, and thank God for that. There have been a lot of moments back when I was leveling up, back when I was trying to get through the initial singularities, where I actually had a decent slew of servants, but party cost was unfortunately slowing me down. This adjusted party cost should allow people to more easily get through the beginning arc of the game, which is basically a requirement now to participate in any and all events, so I am very, very happy for that. They also started introducing a quest star animation skip, where you can just go ahead and completely and utterly skip the quest that you are seeing. Overall, a very, very good thing. I really, really wish we had this from the get-go, because sometimes I just get tired of seeing the startup menu. Not much to say there, though. Part 3 introduced a new item that really helps with a big issue I had with new players starting FGO, and this item is the Pure Prism. The Pure Prism allows you to exchange these prisms for certain materials. Bronze, silver, and gold style ascension materials, skill, gems, etc. And you get these straight up for clearing main quests, and players who've been playing for a long time got these chucked into their gift box as well. This is very, very important to me. A lot of times you would see people that would get enticed to play the game because they're like, wow, look at this awesome Arjuna altar servant. Look at this super Orion character. I really wish I'd be able to play using this character. And you go ahead, you start the game, you try to go ahead and level that character, and bam, the character you really wanted to use is locked behind a ton of progression, and there is nothing you can do about it until you get to the Lost Belts. Yes, Special Summon is indeed a thing, the Special Ascension that they've got that allows you to instantly max ascend one servant regardless of material costs, but God forbid you have 2 characters that you really, really would like to use. So the addition of Pure Prisms was honestly incredible, and I really hope we get more options to exchange for materials going forward. We also had new tutorial missions that were added to extra missions, which will reward players with pieces, monuments, and gems, and almost as important as the pure prisms. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to say more important, because this is probably far more important. Players can access the Vengeful Demon Prison Tower with Dante's for free, and you can go ahead and beat that for some summon tickets, as well as get access to the Karna and Arjuna trial quests. So this is the beginning of Fate Grand Order taking older events and bringing them back for players to finally complete again. Say you missed Onigashima and didn't get an opportunity to get Kintoki, to get Golden Sumo. Well, now is your opportunity. Much like they did with BB previously, I think this is going to become the new standard going forward. There's another game out there, another Eden the Cat Beyond Time and Space. In this game, once an event comes out, it's just there forever, and you can tackle it at your leisure. I'm really hoping Fate Grand Order ends up adopting this style. That would be amazing. So we got Arjuna and Karna trial quests, and of course, with the option of the Arjuna quest added, and with the option of Dante's Prison Tower being a permanent thing, you can of course now just go in and unlock their costume. But this is a thing, you're still going to need the materials and the QP in order to open those up. So you might have to wait on things like mirrors, like Magatamas, like bells, all of those things when you get to the later stages of the game, but having those as permanent options is going to be great for players that are big fans of Arjuna or Dante's. So that's good. That's good. Add more costumes to this. And the final addition here is most importantly the advanced quests. Yes, Ereshkigal's Christmas event has been added permanently after you clear Babylonia, but that's not really something I'm worried about. These advanced quests, the reward they give is a far more important thing, and I'm a little bit torn on it. So, advanced quests are quests you can only clear using your own servants. Can't use supports, but you go ahead, you clear these quests, and you unlock special craft essences. The first craft essence we've seen that you can get after clearing London is Inexhaustible Pile of Dust, which increases the drop rate of Void Dust by 5%. So we are finally going to be seeing craft essences that increase the drops of specific materials. Now, I'm kind of torn on this. And on one side, I really would have just liked to see a craft essence much in the style of Mona Lisa or Personal Training, where it just increases the drop rates for all materials, or even just the drop rates of certain rarity materials. I would have liked a more blanket one than that. However, this is of course more targeted, and I'm sure the developers realize that since 3-turn farming is a very popular way to farm in FGO, and that's not changing anytime soon, that we've got basically 3 extra slots available. So if you get these craft essences available, mix and match them with your back line, and it'll go ahead and increase your drops regardless. So overall, this is a fantastic step in the right direction. I wish it was a little more generalized, but I will legitimately take all I can get when it comes to increasing drop rates. I'm personally low on dusts on NA right now, and everyone is always low on bones. So please, JP team, make the next craft essence you release of this one that increases the drop rate of bones. I guarantee you every single player will thank you profusely for it. Anyways, gang, that's all of the Arc 1 improvements. I've got to say, overall, I am generally pleased. I feel like the execution of some of these things were a little bit clunky, and I kind of feel like in some aspects, FGO is still lagging behind in certain areas. It's really starting to show its age, and they really need to go for, I would say, a more extreme push to try and modernize the game in terms of its systems and how it handles stuff with rewards. But if you had asked me a year ago if we would ever have seen anything like this, I would have told you no. So it's really great that it seems like they're listening to their player base, they are taking their competition seriously, the likes of Uma Musume Pretty Derby, the likes of Genshin Impact and Dragon Ball Legends, a ton of those other gacha games out there, and they are at least actively trying to do things to entice new players to play the game, as well as maybe call back some older players that might have quit for one reason or another. So overall, great step in the right direction. I want to know, however, what do you all think? So go ahead and let me know your thoughts on the Arc 1 improvements down in the comments section below. And if you want to talk more FGO, my Discord server is, of course, always open. I want to give a big thanks to the patrons on Patreon, subscribers and followers over on Twitch, and, of course, all of you on YouTube for continuing to support my videos. I I really, really appreciate it. But anyways, gang, this is Kawaii50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day. I'll see you all in the next video.